If you're looking for a good silicone type case for the new iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, I'd highly recommend checking out Meifigno's Magic MagSafe case for the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. This case has a translucent matte back, the buttons are made of aluminum alloy, and most importantly, the design and quality of the case is really high. I'd say even better than the silicone cases Apple sells. Overall, other than one caveat, which is the MagSafe ring on the back, everything this case provides exceeded my expectations. The case came in a nicely colored package by Meifigno. It had a QR code on the back, which would lead you to a website with warranty information as well as frequently asked questions. But in case you didn't have time to look at those, then they also include 2 pieces of paper in various languages talking about commonly asked questions and warranty information, which is something I appreciate about Meifigno and I've seen less from other phone case manufacturers. Nevertheless, the main important part was the case, and the case actually came in nicely packaged. There were no imperfections, no scratches, no dents. Everything was cut out perfectly fine. When looking at the case in more detail, I found the buttons to be very tactile, and they also felt really nice to press because they were made of aluminum alloy. When looking at the other side of the case, I found the buttons to also be very nice to press, and the action button was not only dented to be able to distinguish between the volume up and volume down, but it was also colored red, and on the bottom you could see there were 2 holes to add a holster to the case. Overall, Meifigno I think really nailed the feeling of the sides of the case, and on the top was a perfect cutout for the top speaker of the phone. On the bottom, great cutouts as well for the bottom speaker holes and charging port. One thing I'd like to mention is that the back of the case felt really nice. That translucent matte feeling was very nice to hold and allowed a very nice look of the entire phone, especially for the natural titanium of the new iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max this year. Overall, everything was really nice with the case. I appreciated how the camera bump was actually quite large. So if you can see, if you were to drop the phone on its back, no scratches would actually hit the actual camera lens because of the protrusion of the camera bump, which is something I greatly appreciate with Meifigno. And that is a great overview of this case. It feels great in the hand. I really appreciate what Meifigno did. After several days of use, I found this case to be very promising in terms of quality and design. I think Meifigno really produced a high quality case with only one imperfection, which I'll get to soon. When looking at the case specifically, I found there to be a lot of great parts about this case, a lot of design decisions that really bolstered this case's reputation. The camera bump on the back, the aluminum alloy buttons, the nice and soft texture of the sides of the case, and the matte feeling on the back really just made this case one of the best cases I've used on any iPhone. Overall, the quality and execution Meifigno provided with this case is of really high quality. There were no big issues I encountered. There was no drawback other than the MagSafe ring on the back, which I'll get to soon, but everything else was really nice. The one caveat to this case is the MagSafe magnet on the back. It isn't very strong compared to other cases, so I had to try multiple times to connect it to an eligible MagSafe charger, but it did not interfere with charging, so I guess that's all right. Overall, I really enjoy how this case feels, and especially how it looks on the new iPhones this year. The natural titanium just shines in this case. Thanks so much for watching. I'll put the link down below, and let me know what you think.